Going into our next segment.
Yep.
Biggest surprise team. I personally just did both one in each division. Just so you know, not that it makes a difference, but that's what I did.
Okay.
So I did like a player in each division.
Oh, I did overall.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
Okay.
So let's go surprise team. Who do you have for your surprise?
Why did I miss? Actually, I did biggest disappointment.
Okay.
Hold up. I will. Royals. Actually, I don't even need to
Perfect.
look.
I had
biggest surprise
both mine
for me.
were Kansas City and the Brewers.
Yeah, I don't even need to look.
I thought the Brewers would be. I don't remember how I predicted them because that was a long time ago now.
Mm-hmm.
But I definitely had them in the wild cardish. But I 100% had the Reds. I know for a fact.
Oh yeah, you were big on the Reds.
Reds are going to do really good. The Reds have been really bad. Literally, Milwaukee is legitimately the third best team
and
in the NL.
And they've done this with some Christian Yelich.
Well, they had Christian Yelich for a long time, but like I think the biggest thing is what they've done it without is it Corbin Burns, who's now
because he got traded.
Yeah. So like
nobody thought they were going to be good after he traded them to the Orioles.
And like if you go to their roster, I don't know a lot of them.
It's just a bunch of dudes.
I don't know.
Like I know Jackson Chourio, who they call up's been good. Wilson Contreras is obviously really good.
But like Freddie Peralta sounds familiar.
Yeah, he was traded from the
Brian. I was thinking that's Brian Wilson. I was like, he's still playing. Brendan Woodruff is out.
He is good.
William Contreras.
Oh, is it Willie Adames still on there?
They have Gary Sanchez. I know that. And they do have Willie Adames.
Willie Adames is very good.
Jake Bauers sounds familiar.
Former Mariner.
They have Reese Hopkins.
Oh, Reese Hoskins,
I wonder how he's doing because he's coming off of that injury.
I wanted the Mariners to sign him.
Me too.
Of course.
219. Yeah, he's poop. Reese Hoskins, blah blah. I don't know any of their outfield except.
I mean, Jackson Chourio, Yelich.
I don't those names. I don't know. Like off the top of my head, I've never heard them. And Yelich should be back by the playoffs, is what the rumor is. He's only out for he's only on the 10-day, I think.
That's surprising.
So.
Yeah, I would say with the Royals, let me pull up their roster, but obviously Bobby Witt is put himself in MVP conversation. He probably won't win it because of Judge, but I mean,
I think
like
so
340 plus, 20 plus home runs. It's going to be 100 plus RBIs by the time he's done.
Mm-hmm.
Some stolen bases too. I don't know how many. I know he's definitely had quite a few. Let me find his stats because now I'm curious. But just been insane. I mean, the guy that he was, obviously for us, he's been compared to a lot to Julio, as in just like young, up-and-coming teams.
Yeah.
And
I don't even know if there was up-and-coming teams. I think they were just basically looking at both of them. Yeah, this year.
Yeah, so he's hitting 347, 27 stolen bases, 94 RBIs, 27 home runs. I mean,
he should be your MVP. I'm not like
he is the reason the Royals are even in this conversation.
It's no disrespect to Aaron Judge at all. It's
Judge is on a good team.
Well, it doesn't even matter that Judge is just a home run hitting machine, and that's totally fair. There's nothing wrong with that. But he is not. You take away Aaron Judge from the Yankees, they're
still gonna win.
They're worse, but they're probably a wild card. They should be fighting for a wild card spot. You take Bobby Witt off of the Royals. The Royals they're the White Sox. Yeah. They might be the worst team in baseball.
Yeah, the only thing they do have going for them is they have quite a few good pitchers this year. They've had a little bit down, but they've had really good
Seth
years.
Lugo's being good. It's like, okay.
Yeah, Michael Lorenzen's pretty solid.
Yeah, they've just been...
Brady Singer. I'm trying to think. Michael Walker, I don't know if he's been. Cole Reagans.
And the craziest thing about them being like the biggest surprise, not that they should, but they still could miss the playoffs.
Yeah.
I'm not saying the Mariners are 6.5, but like Tampa Bay's 7. Detroit somehow is 7.5 games. I keep forgetting
That's wild.
But like, there's them. The Red Sox are 4.5. Like, there are teams that are within striking distance of them. Do I think they'll catch the Cleveland? They're only 2 games, but I don't think so.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy because like even if you look at their roster, like Paul DeYoung, I think they just traded for him. Adam Frazier, Michael Garcia, like guys that aren't that. I mean, they're good. Like they're like league average guys, and then Salvador Perez obviously has been really good, like recently and now. But like their outfield is nothing to. I don't even honestly know anybody. I know Garrett Hampson for some reason, Kyle Isabel, but like it's nothing crazy.
Well, and just so you're fun, Salvi just hit a second home run, and it was a grand slam today.
Nice. So I mean, obviously he's a proven all-star. Like he's
besides Yadier Molina, he's probably been the best catcher in all of baseball in the past decade.
Oh yeah, he's just been consistent.
I know I'm missing a couple guys. Like Buster
Posey and Joe Mauer,
but like I would still probably take it'd be like Yachty, Salvi, and then those two. Like in all honesty, like I think Posey was unreal. I think Mauer was when Mauer was in his prime, his like 4 or 5 years of hitting and everything.
Disgusting,
unbelievable. Salvador Perez stayed loyal. For some reason, Kansas City is his place.
Yeah,
and it's just worked. He's been so good, So good.
I think for me that definitely the biggest surprise would be the Royals.
Yeah,
I don't think
I
there's
agree.
really much debate in the AL, but
No. Okay. Disappointments. Let's go disappointments for the teams. Let's say teams.
I'm not even trying to be biased, but the Mariners.
Woo!
But I mean, honestly though, like look at that rotation. Look at what we look like on paper.
Yeah.
We look good.
We should be.
I mean, we have an all-star at second base technically.
Mm-hmm.
We had Ty France, who had been an all-star. Obviously, we don't have him now.
Mm-hmm.
Josh Rojas, at league average guy. Sure, fine. You have J.P. Crawford. Could have been an all-star. Probably was. He was a fringe all-star for a couple of years. You have Mitch Haniger just coming back. Not necessarily going to be great, but coming back, going to be a decent guy. MVP and Julio, who should have been, but kind of fallen off the table. Mitch Garver, kind of a proven bat. Not necessarily the best,
terrible year.
but been horrible. You get an all-star Randy Arozarena, doesn't really turn it around. Justin Turner, who has been a but he's all-star.
You gotta give him a break. He's 38. You can't really expect too much out of him.
I mean, just all these guys. It's not that we're not getting talent. We're just not winning.
It's Scott Service's fault.
So I don't know. I mean, I'm not even trying to be biased. I just truly think it's the biggest disappointment.
See, and I thought it was interesting because I think going into the season, I thought the Mariners would be where they are. Now, how they've gotten to where they are
Not at all.
is what kills me. The fact we had 10 all that's what kills me. Did I truly believe that, hey, we'd be fighting for the AL West?
I didn't think we were going to win 95 games.
That's what I mean. And so, that's where I'm looking at it going, I don't think they're a disappointment. Yeah. I think that how the year has gone has been disappointing.
Yeah.
Because I still thought, to me, and I had a hard time picking between the two of them, so I'm just going to put them both in there because I don't want to do that. Texas has been so
just
disappointing.
A super hangover.
That has been it is just, and they're again, they're only 5 games behind us or whatever it is, 6 games behind us. They have just not been able to turn on. Corey Seager's had such a down. Last year he was an MVP. Besides, if Ohtani was not in the AL, he's an MVP. Simeon has been fine.
Evan Carter's gone off a bridge.
They've all just their catcher. It's not Holmes. It's
John Heim.
Heim has not the whole team just was so.
It was so
rhythm.
Good. It was
just
so
moving.
good.
It was so kind of fun to watch them, and they have been just
not there.
So bad. And then my other one that I had, which I think everyone should agree with me on, the Blue Jays. The Blue Jays are going to get last place in that division.
Yeah, it's kind of sad.
And I know that you are about the only person that I know that thought Boston would not be in last place pretty much. That team has been so painful to watch. Vladimir Guerrero has been unbelievable still. That whole team just has not figured it out. They still have Gausman. They had Kikuchi. They had Bo Bichette's been awful. They have, and I know a lot of them are just names. Bo Bichette isn't. He's got
the guy they traded to the Dodgers. It was I cannot remember his name right now, but I know his dad played in the MLB because they had all 3 of those.
There was the guy from the Astros kid.
Oh, was it? Dante Bichette?
No, that's Bichette.
I know. I don't know how I just messed that up.
Now you're gonna blank on me.
Not Bagwell.
It's not Bagwell.
I will find it because that's gonna really bother me.
Look up top Astros of all time. It'll pop up with the first one. You'll see. No, let's go top Astros.
No.
Okay.
I'm gonna find it my own way.
But anyway, I think they have been the bigger disappointment to me than the Mariners and I understand the Mariners, but again, I think the Mariners. Just look up top Astros and you'll find it. Trust me, because it'll be the first one. It's what's his head, the first guy, Biggio.
Oh yeah,
just got it.
Didn't even come up. We're talking about Denzel Washington. I don't know how that popped up on there, and Morgan Freeman, but sure.
Well, you looked up a movie.
I think it did actors instead of Astros, but my typing is good stuff.
I think that the Blue Jays should be fighting for that division.
Oh yeah.
I think and I think again, besides you, I think everyone at the beginning of the year thought Yankees, Orioles, Blue Jays. Tampa Bay just does Tampa Bay. They're kind of like the Oakland A's. They're just kind of there, and they just kind of are a pest. You can't get rid of them.
They just either are good or bad.
Yeah, and the Red Sox, I think everyone was they traded away a lot. We're kind of big question mark, not sure where they're going to be. Same thing, Texas. I just was Texas is good enough to be there, and they're just not.
Agreed.
Those were I couldn't decide. And again, the Mariners being in second place in the AL West is exactly where I thought they would be.
Oh yeah, I mean that's what I thought too. So it's not like
and so I can't say they're a disappointment.
I think
but
you hit the nail on the head though, as far as how the season has
got there.
Yeah, I do agree with
what's
that.
Killed us. So
all right,
players surprises.
Surprise. Oh man, it's not even that. I didn't think he was good. I'm gonna stick with Bobby Witt.
Okay.
It's not that I didn't think he was good going into the season,
Yep.
but not this good. Like this is a different level than like being an all-star.
Okay.
He's carried the team.
Yeah, I don't think that's
he's put
terrible.
himself into a like an MVP conversation where before he was like, okay, I've proven all-star, like cool.
Yeah, sure.
But he's been honestly for me, he was on the same level as Julio going into this season.
Yeah, sure.
Like both really good, both young, but instead of regressing like Julio has, he still had a fine year. It's been whatever. He's been hurt too, but he's not only done good but better. And his team, you've seen his team around him get better because of it.
Sure.
So that's what I would say.
Okay.
But I have a disappointment too. But
Well, you want me to go my surprise?
do your surprise.
I kind of surprised you didn't do it. Mason Miller.
Yeah.
Where the heck did this kid come from?
Out of nowhere.
He has been
Throwing like 102.
unreal. People are batting 127 off of him. He has an ERA of 1.8. He has 21 saves out of 23 attempts. He's thrown
good.
50 innings. He's given up one hit batter, 17 walks. He's only given up 13 runs. He's given up 3 home runs in 42 games. I mean, this kid's getting traded. He's not going to stay.
Oh, no.
I'm sorry.
Him and Brent Rooker are traded this offseason.
Yeah, sorry,
I'd be
guys.
surprised.
I wish Oakland had better ownership. Maybe they will with the move to Vegas and everything's going to change.
You're not going to keep a reliever when you can't win games.
But he's only 26. Where did this kid come from?
It's crazy.
Unbelievable to me. He's been so good. Literally, he reminds me of when we had Edwin Diaz. Like when he first came out, you're like, okay, I don't remember who we moved on from. We had Tom Wilhelmsen and someone else.
Oh, was it Dan Altavilla?
It might have been, yeah. It sounds about
For
right.
like a little
with
bit.
the beard, and he was solid. And because with Mariners somehow make a bullpen out of literally
Nothing.
garbage cans. Shout out Astros.
Yeah.
But he has just been. It makes literally last year he had 10 games. He's at a 3.70 ERA. I don't know what he did this offseason, but he figured it out. He's unreal. He's so fun to watch. He's just like you said, 100 plus, lights out.
Yeah.
He basically just says, "Try to hit me, and I'll throw a strike right down the middle at 103, and good luck."
Yeah.
He was my surprise in the AL. In the NL, who'd you have?
I'll start with the disappointment because
you want to go that way
better.
first? Okay. You want to go AL still?
Yeah, I'll just finish it out. It won't take me long. It's Mike Trout. It's not even like it's a shock.
I get it.
But
It's
he just can't
sad.
stay healthy. So it's so
get
sad.
it.
And I think what
get
hurts
it.
more is he had 10 home runs in his first month.
I'm with you.
I'm like, gosh dang it, Mike Trout. Just stay healthy. Just don't suck against the Mariners, please. But play good everywhere else. But that doesn't usually happen.
And I agree because I think that again you could see it kind of being like, okay, we're back to Trout.
You thought he was going to come back.
He's going to be an MVP type guy. And then it was just,
yeah. I
I don't know if it's I guess disappointment is the right word because it just sucks.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I think that's fair. I went a little bit different of a way. And you might have actually forgot about this person already because I kind of did at first. He's in our division.
Thanks for listening to the Kind of Athletic podcast. Be sure to follow us on all of our socials and come back next week for next week's episodes.